Wichita Falls detectives have identified the suspect in the city's latest homicide, and Crime Stoppers is offering a reward for information. A warrant's been issued for 28-year-old Sidney Donnell Garcia of Wichita Falls in relation to the double shooting that happened in the 700 block of Welch Street last night, just before 9. Sergeant Charlie Eiper says when officers arrived to the area, they found 45-year-old Michael Dwayne Allen dead in the front yard. Sergeant Eiper says another man who's believed to be about 47 years old was also shot. That victim's not being identified at this time, but police say he is expected to survive his injuries. While police continue searching for that suspect, an alarming trend for the 4th year in a row as homicide rates in Wichita Falls are on the rise. A new record has already been set this year, and the year isn't over yet. But is there some reason why we're seeing more homicides year after year? Josh Hoggard spoke with a WFPD official to get to the bottom of the rise of homicides in Wichita Falls. Wichita Falls police are investigating the 10th homicide of the year.
Detectives continue investigating a murder this evening.
Sims was booked into jail last night.
The suspect in the city's 15th homicide of 20.
It's hard to turn on the TV anymore without hearing about another homicide in Wichita Falls.
We do want to tell our citizens that this is an isolated incident and make sure that they have nothing to fear. This is not a random act or anything like that.
But it's difficult to feel safe when the number of homicides keeps growing year after year. Wichita Falls has already seen the highest number of murders in over 2 decades this year, and there's still 2 more months to go before 2023.
It's hard to determine when we're talking about the offensive murder. You can't predict it. It's not something that you really patrol to stop. It's just so unpredictable. I don't think we can put our finger on it just exactly what's causing that.
Homicide rates have been on the rise for several years. After seeing a significant dip in 2014 and 2015, rates have risen every year since 2018. But why?
I don't know if we can give a reason why. It's, of course, we've had 2 fentanyl-related overdose deaths that are considered homicides, and we've arrested 3 people and charged them with murder on those 2. We've had 1 officer-involved shooting.
Already in 2022, there have been more homicides than any single year since the 1990s. But police say there's nothing that really connects them.
There's been some that are involving drugs, the fight over drugs. We're seeing some more related to the drug scene. Anger issues or some kind of family issue that goes on.
Sergeant Charlie Eiper has been with the Wichita Falls Police Department for nearly 3 decades. He says the increase in violent crimes isn't specific to Wichita Falls.
I think some of these that we've talked about, we're seeing all around the nation, not just here. And like I said, they are isolated. They're not just random acts of violence out there. So our citizens can feel safe.
One thing Sergeant Eiper said should put citizens' minds at ease: the number of murders that have been solved. Police have made arrests in all but 2 of this year's homicides. And in the city's most recent homicide Thursday night, they're already tracking down the main suspect.
We do have a warrant out for Sidney Garcia for the offensive murder right now. And so we're still looking for him.
Sergeant Eiper gave credit to the detectives and the Crimes Against Persons unit.
Nothing but praise for them. I think the reason why we're so successful is the training they receive, the experience that we have in there. They got great leadership, and their detectives they're committed. Detectives
work countless hours on little sleep, building their cases in order to bring charges against those who commit these homicides. That's why they've been able to solve almost every murder that's occurred so far this year.
They care about our citizens. They care about bringing justice to victims and their families, and that's why they work so hard.
So while an increased number of homicides certainly is cause for concern, Sergeant Eiper wants the citizens of Wichita Falls to know that they're looking out for them.
I don't think it makes the city more dangerous. I think we do have a peaceful town. We've got a great town, great citizens, and I don't think this will change it.
And of course, if anyone has any information on a pending homicide investigation,
don't assume we have it. Please call our Crime Stoppers number and let us know.
Josh Hoggard.
Now, in addition to last night's homicide, police are still looking for information in regards to the murder of Andrew Lopez in May of this year. Like he just said, if you have any information on these crimes or any other felony crime, call Crime Stoppers at the number right there. You never have to give your name. And if your information leads to an arrest and board approval, you could earn a reward.